Welcome to a slightly different Something for the Weekend. Please do not adjust your set. What you're about to hear is Ellis gearing up with a fake running order just before we tell him that's not what's happening this week. We hope you enjoy.
Hello and welcome to Something for the Weekend with me, Ellis Butcher.
Me, Kathie Griffiths.
Me, Fiona Scott.
And me, Stephen Day.
It's the Fab Foursome. Well, this week we're looking forward to summer holidays, apparently.
Woohoo!
Woohoo! Well, I'm not because I haven't got any. But anyway, that's what it says on my script. Kathie's been chatting to some wild swimmers. Wild? They were furious about some of the challenges faced on the open water. Fiona's been polishing her bowls as she chats to the bowling club in Oban about changes they've made. And apparently I'm looking forward to the Scottish Word of the Week with Lesley Duncan. And we've also got music from local artists on the island. I'm not going to try with that one. That's a tricky name.
Elia.
Go on, you can do it for me, Fee. Do you want me to do that little bit again?
Yeah,
Fee?
please. It's Elia Marapetic.
Well, that's easy for you to say. Elia Marapetic.
Yes.
That sounds a bit...
No.
Go on, have another go.
Go on. So go from...
I'm not having another go. I don't want to say that word. I can't say that word.
Right.
I can't say that word.
Just go... Well...
I can't say that word.
It's Marapetic. Marapetic. Of Achnasaigel.
Pitish.
Marapishness of Achnasaigel Bay.
That's the hardest artist that I've ever heard of.
I know. She's a lovely girl, though, despite the name.
Isle of Ougs off the north coast of Harris.
That's actually the Isle of the Ikes. I know it's how it's spelled Ougs, but it's Ikes.
I can't do this before 9 o'clock in the morning. Sorry.
Well, actually, Alice, what we're going to say is that's actually not the real running order. Because we thought just on your last day we'd do something different. So, hello and welcome to Something for the Weekend with me, Stephen Day.
Go on, Ellis.
You fiends. Me, Ellis Butcher.
Me, Kathie Griffiths.
And me, Fiona Scott.
Well, got you.
It's Ellis's last broadcast for Something for the Weekend, so although he had a lovely running order full of lots of things that he thought was going to happen, that's not the case. So Ellis arrived in Oban 2 days or 3 days before lockdown and was then sent home with 98% of the staff when lockdown kicked in. There is a standing joke that we're going to have his joining due on the same day as his leaving due, and that, unfortunately, is going to be the case. Despite that rocky start and almost immediate isolation, he has got to know the people of Oban and the surrounding area very well, breaking lots of stories, helping lots of causes, recording the odd podcast, at least 50 of them, and being an integral part of the Oban Times.
To be honest, I can't believe he's still here. But I'm glad he is, even if it's just for a few more days. Wit, wisdom, and a knack of grounding flightier folks who get carried away easily. That's me and Fee then, especially on podcast days. Yeah, a lesser man or woman would have scarpered, upped and off by now, that's for sure. So hats off to you, Ellis. You're a top bloke. A bit odd in your own wonderfully quirky way. Sending me pictures of yourself in your number 11 jacket that's just arrived before you head back down to Cumbria. Later
Careful.
but there you go. I know. Oh, but do you know what, buddy?
I was fully dressed.
You know, we are gonna work you. We're gonna work you right until the last day.
Yeah.
The last few days, we're going to work, yeah.
You are. Don't you stop until a second before you're due to sign off. But we are going to miss you as a workmate, most of all as a pal.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's so lovely.
Kathie's got down here that Ellis, she's calling you man of 50 raincoats.
For exaggerate, you know me.
But
Is that 50 Shades of Rain?
50 Shades of Raincoat. Yeah, I don't get that. I saw Ellis in his suit on his first few days in the office, and all I've ever seen him in since is Bermuda shirts and shorts. I thought he was coming in as an extra for Death in Paradise. at one point. So, yeah, remember the days, Ellis, socially distanced coffee and ice creams on the North Pier. In the pouring rain, with you with your Bermuda shirt and shorts. That seems like a lifetime away now.
Doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. And Ellis and I found out early on that we shared an eclectic music taste as well. I hope that whenever you hear Michael Bolton Ellis, you'll think of your time in Oban. Joking aside, you've been a great colleague and an even greater mate, and we'll miss you loads.
Well, I remember your first suit day, and I also remember that you took to the tech very quickly, and you've continued to take to the tech, and you've done more and more in your time here. We have had a few problems over the years getting stuff to work, haven't we? But ultimately, a wee bit of upgrade here, a new microphone there, and I've really enjoyed working with you in all aspects of the job, Ellis, not just the podcasts. And I'm going to miss all our conversations and, shall I say, technical discoveries. I've never made it out to one of those fabled meetups for coffee that seem to happen in the editorial department, but maybe there's still time. But good luck with your next adventure, and don't forget about us up here on the West.
Oh, do you know, I am so touched, people. I really was. If the listeners won't realise, but of course, I was fully expecting to present, in inverted commas, this podcast this morning. And there was a script that had been laid out for me, but you sprang a lovely surprise. And I can only echo back to you three and everyone else how great you've been as not only work colleagues, but more importantly, people, because you've kept me going at times. It has been tough, for everyone, I'm sure. But you've been absolutely rock solid, all three of you, and I'm really going to miss not being a member of the Fab Four anymore. But I'm going to stay in touch, and I will be back. You can't get rid of me that easy. I will be coming back, definitely. It's been a very special time in Oban with very special people, and I'll remember it forever. So thank you so much for your kind words.
Well, it's not over.
No one got tissue.
Oh, poor Kathie. We've got a few more words from some more of your co-workers.
Hi Ellis, Lesley here. Just wanted to say I wish you the very best of luck in your new job and everything with your family. It's been absolutely brilliant working with you over the last year. You've been an excellent journalist, great asset to the Oban Times, and I really hope everything works out well for you. Keep in touch. Cheers, Ellis.
Okay, this is attempt number 7 at trying to record something for you, Ellis. What do I say? I'm sitting here in my hammock, looking up at the blue skies, sitting here in 27-degree heat, which is just ridiculous. I do wish that we had got to know each other a bit better, because one coffee doesn't really cover it. And I get the feeling that we would have got on really well, and had quite a lot in common, probably. Having said that, I really do, with all my heart, understand why you're doing what you need to do. Kids today going through their teenage years, they need everybody around them. I think it's just such a tough time, and I do believe that you're doing the right thing going back down south to be with them. I hope that you help them get through these ridiculously awful years, and I hope they're not awful, actually. I really wish you all the best, and I hope you do come back up and see us. And maybe one day, who knows, maybe you'll turn around and you'll be back up here working in some capacity. In the meantime, all the very best, and take care.
Hi Ellis, Susan here. Just a wee note to say you have been a joy to work with. You arrived 3 days before lockdown, hardly got to know anybody or anything about the job, and you were a superstar. You hit the ground running. You made such an effort. You got to know us all, and you fitted in so well. We are really going to miss you. You've been an excellent reporter, an excellent colleague, and we wish you all the best for your new job. And I hope that you do well there, and you won't forget us we'd love to see you back sometime, and certainly anytime you're up here, drop in and keep in touch.
Ellis, are you overcome by emotion?
Oh, do you know what? It's like this is your life.
And here's the big red book.
I'm half expecting Michael Aspel to come out in a minute. I am genuinely speechless, and you know me, I've always got quite a lot to say for myself. I am genuinely speechless. I'm really, really touched by that. I didn't expect it at all. It's a complete sort of shock to me. I had no inkling at all that you've got to do this. And to hear people sort of talk about you in those ways, I'm not used to it at all, let's be honest. But absolutely wonderful. I mean, what a send-off. But do you know what? That it tells everybody what a great bunch of people there are at the Oban Times. And I wish you all the very best. And as I said, I will be coming back. It's not, what is it? It's not goodbye. It's auf wiedersehen or something like that. Au revoir. So I will be back. You're not getting rid of me that quickly.
Oh, well, why have I got a mixed vision of Ellis?
Thank you so much.
Ellis, why have I got a mixed thing of like Arnold Schwarzenegger and the Von Trapp family from Sound of Music? I'll be back. See you again.
Auf Wiedersehen, adios.
Terminator. The Butchinator. I'll be back.
Well, it's not over yet by a long shot. Because somebody else to say goodbye.
Hey up, be alright, this one's going out to Ellis Butcher. How you doing, kid? Hey, Speedo Mick, yeah. You got a voicemail of a naked man. Your wife will be wondering what the hell's going on. Anyway, listen, first of all, I want to say thank you very much for a wonderfully and beautifully written write-up. When I met you in May, and I want to thank you very much for that. You started the ball rolling, honestly, Ellis. So thank you so much, man. And I believe you're off to pastures new. It's always good to turn a new leaf, mate. You know what I mean? I'm living proof of that. So I want to say, good tidings, and you're going to be missed by all your staff and the connections that you've made, obviously, in Oban. So. Yeah, man, lots of love, man. Stay strong. And spread the love, man. Big dollops, like, go on, man. Speedo Mick, 2,000 miles, giving back to where I'm now in Galway, lads. Walking down the road and got scorching on. Scorcher. Go on, mate. Loads of love, man.
Oh, Speedo Mick as well. Wow, you have been busy behind the scenes, haven't you? Who's pulled all this together? Thank you so much, Speedo Mick, if you are listening. But I'm genuinely overwhelmed. I'm not ready to cry, but I am genuinely, really, really touched by this. I'm flabbergasted. I'm speechless. I'll remember it forever. Thank you so much for doing this and for saying those kind of things. I really don't deserve it, I don't think, but it's lovely of you to do that. I'm going to stop rambling and let Stevie take over.
Stop rambling because you've got some work to do. So, yes. Have you got a pen?
Yes.
Have you got a bit of paper?
Of course. I wouldn't be much of a reporter if I didn't, would I?
Have you put away Google and your phone?
Yes, my phone's over there, so you would see me.
Right.
Is this going to be a Scottish Word of the Week test?
Well, Lesley's done you 4 today, just as a grand finale.
Well, thanks, Lesley.
So, I knew you'd love this. So if you listen to the first bit, write down your definitions, and then get some answers. So 4 in a row, here we go. Hello, Lesley.
Hi.
It's almost like you're in the studio, but we have a very special job for you. We want some words from you that Ellis won't know and has to guess, and we're not going to let him use Google. So have you got... It will be difficult, but have you got 4 words?
I have got 4 words, yes.
Go on then. What's our first word?
The first word is dumpoonert. Do you need me to spell that?
I think you should.
So the word is dumpoonert, and the spelling is DUMFOONERT.
Fantastic. And word number 2, Lesley?
The second word is chuddy. That's CHUDDIE. Chuddy.
Lovely. Word number 3, please.
Number 3, the word is barkit. That's B-A-R-K-I-T.
Lovely. And Ellis's final word of the week.
And the last word of the week is bachelt. That's B-A-C-H-L-T. Bachelt.
Right, Lesley, we'll be right back once we've asked Ellis.
Oh, that's a bit mean, isn't it? 4 Scottish words of the week all at once.
Well, we wanted you to go out, we didn't want you to go out cold turkey.
You can do it, Ellis. Come on.
You have to string all these together when you go back down to the Lake District.
Got to work it into your first.
So we've got Dumfunet, we've got Chuddy, we've got Barkit, and we've got Backhalt. I'm going to say for Dumfunet, I'm going to have a guess because it reminds me a little bit of being dumbfounded, and I'm sure it isn't. But that's what's springing to mind for Dumfunet, almost like I was surprised by something.
Okay. And number 2?
Chuddy. That's what we used to in the school playgrounds of the 1970s. That's what we used to call chewing gum. Chuddy. Have you got any chuddy? The chewing gum. Your Hubba Bubba.
Hubba Bubba.
Other
Hubba
programs
Bubba.
are also available. Number 3.
Barkit. Of course, because I read it kind of something barking, you see. And then I can't get away from that idea because it's got B-A-R-K-I-T in it, Barkit. So I want to say something to do with dogs, but that won't be it. But that's what I automatically think of.
And number 4?
I'm going to be way off with them. I'm going to get all 4 wrong. I'm going to be humiliated on my last weekend. And Backhalt. I'm going to struggle with that one. Backhalt.
Go on, do a guess.
Something to do. I am massively clutching at straws here. Something to do with the sea.
Okay. Shall we put you?
It is hard when you don't have a context, when you don't have a sentence.
That would make it too easy. Shall we put you out?
Well, it would, wouldn't it? I know that. I know, but that would make me get them then.
Okay.
So go on. Dumfunet, Chuddy, Barkit, and Backhalt.
Lesley, we're back. Please tell us out of his misery, will you?
Right, so we started with the first word was dumfunert, and this just means dumbfounded or flabbergasted or just confused.
1 point.
Well done.
Second word was chuddy, and chuddy is just the slang word for chewing gum.
You have 2.
Oh!
And that is excessively dirty, so you go on about barkit, like barkit, make, or this the collar of your shirt might be barkit. And the last one was bachelt, and that means out of shape. So it's like your shoes are bachelt. Your shoes are bachelt. It just means they're out of shape. So they're like old or.
Smashing. Well, none of those obviously describe Ellis in any way, shape, or form, and we thank you for confusing him with more words of the week. Lesley, thank you.
That's not bad, is it?
Hey,
pretty good.
I've obviously learned something while I've been here, haven't I? 2 out of 4. That's really good.
That's 50%.
Well done, Ellis. Well done.
I'm surprised that Dumfunet is dumbfounded because that was what I immediately thought of. So yeah, I'm quite pleased with that. So I've not entirely embarrassed myself.
Ellis, we've got one more recording to go, but we thought we'd give you almost the last word. Anything you'd like to say?
Just thank you for this wonderful podcast that you all made and the work that went in behind the scenes, firstly. Thank you for your genuinely touching comments that you've made. And for tracking down other people in the office. And I thank them as well. And Speedo Mick for it's... As I say, I am genuinely touched, and I'm a man usually who's got quite a lot to say, but I'm struggling with the emotion of it. I'll be honest. So thank you so much, and I will be back. I will be back, not in a Terminator way, but in a nice way. So thank you for everything that you've done, for supporting me so much in the time that I've been here. Thank you.
3 cheers for Ellis.
Hip hip, hooray!
Hip hip, hooray! Hip hip,
hooray!
Ah! Oh, we've not got 2 more.
We've done all three, Kathie. Pay attention.
Yeah, he's not going to miss this delay in the recording and all the connections around the world. I can tell you that. Well, we're all going to say goodbye now, and then we're going to go out with Ellis's. Well, the file name says Ellis's best bits.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Are there any?
So from this podcast, Ellis's very final podcast, it's goodbye from me, Stephen Day.
Goodbye from me, Kathie Griffiths.
Bye from me, Fiona Scott.
And sadly, goodbye from me, Ellis Butcher.
Oh, bye.
Bye, Ellis. Bye.
Hello, and it's something for the weekend again with the Oban Times, and it's me, Ellis Butcher.
We should do nothing, we should do nada, we should kick back, relax and think about world peace.
And Ellis, you're still lurking beneath McCaig's tower, are you?
I'm very much in lurking mode.
Lurking mode. Are you still in your pyjamas?
I've got a lovely waistcoat on and a nice Scottish-looking shirt. Thank you very much.
I'm sure.
So Ellis is not lurking in his pyjamas. Just let us make that clear.
A tartan shirt. A tartan shirt. I have to do more proper cooking, really.
And learn to play the piano. Kathie.
Ellis is going to start making his own costume now. Fancy dress Star Trek outfit.
Well, I was just going to say, Kathie, it was just as well we ordered one up last week.
Very cultured.
So, finally I managed to get round to watching the very wonderful Penguin Diplomacy. See, I bet all those bald people out there now are like just sort of walking around really smug, aren't they?
I'll tell you what.
Saying, I don't have to worry about that. Mine's 99 if you get them in. Do you know what I managed to find in the boiler room this week? A single, very, very heavy dumbbell. Just one. And I needed a crane just to get it from the boiler room into my room. Somebody's watching Shakespeare and somebody's doing a quiz and making culinary dishes and someone else having organised fancy dress.
Ellis, I did think you were going to say, I'll be struggling to pick up a woman then. I didn't expect you to say something.
Well, that as well.
I didn't say anything.
I'm maintaining my silence about the lockdown. I'm keeping my thoughts to myself about the lockdown.
Are you getting fed up, Ellis?
I've been climbing the walls.
Oh.
Well, Ellis, how high can you go? Because it's the weekend. You're going to be climbing the walls and the ceiling.
Hello, and it's something for the weekend again with the Oban Times, and it's me, Ellis Butcher.
Yeah, I was just going to say that, Ellis. That was a very bright hello, and I'm just going to tell everybody now that Ellis has just joined us, just out of his bed.
I'm not just out of my bed. I have been up with the birds this morning at 5 o'clock. I had a job to do.
Have you been up in the tree? Have you just climbed down from it then?
No one is in my tree, I think, as John Lennon once said, famously.
Speak German, Ellis.
9. Have we lost Kathie? She's gone very quiet.
No, I'm just thinking of things.
Oh, Ellis has disappeared.
Ellis has left the building.